Amina Ali Nkeki was found in a forest in Nigeria, close to that country's border with Cameroon. She was identified by soldiers. Her uncle says that she is pregnant and is traumatized, but is otherwise, however, relative. Okay. The mass abduction, of course, sparked the hashtag #BringBackOurGirls on social media. It led to worldwide protests, which had continued to this day and do continue still. CBS News foreign correspondent Debora Patta is now on the phone with us from Johannesburg, South Africa. And Deborah, you have done some extensive reporting on this kidnapping and the group that did it, Boko Haram. What's the latest here?
Well, as you said, one girl has been found. I should stress that there have been a lot of scares in the past where we heard that a child has been found or several have been found. And it's turned out that whilst they were indeed kidnapped by Boko Haram, the Chibok kidnapping is the most famous. There are many other girls who've been kidnapped by Boko Haram. And then we found that actually they're not from Chibok or they weren't from that original group. But it does seem to be the first girl of its kind in this particular instance that has been found. She was found on the edges of the Zambezi forest, which is where Boko Haram operates often. It's very difficult to track their movements. It's deep, thick, dense forest, very, very dangerous. And she wasn't found by the military. It seems to have been a chance stumbling on by a vigilante group from Chibok. They have these self-defense units or vigilante groups which go around trying to protect the area because they believe government has failed them. He found this girl, recognized her as one of the Chibok girls, and apparently she had been identified by her family as being from that original group of over 200 girls that you spoke of who were kidnapped well over 2 years ago. We understand that she's now with the Nigerian military. Obviously, there will be some kind of debriefing. There's significant trauma. If the reports that she is pregnant are true, then it would fit the pattern that we've seen before, that many of these girls are raped or sold as jihadi brides and sort of kept in the community with the soldiers and essentially forced to become sex slaves.
And it is believed that the other schoolgirls, if alive, are in this region along the edge, then again, of the Zambezi forest. How then would you describe the continuing power and influence of Boko Haram in the region?
Boko Haram is still strong. The Nigerian government tries to play it down, but effectively they have been unable to push them back repeatedly. The kidnappings continue, the killings continue. We were at the Cameroon border with Nigeria very recently. On the day that we were there, there was a bombing by Boko Haram. 12 people were killed. These kind of suicide bombings take place regularly. They've pledged allegiance to ISIS. Since they did that, their bombs have become more sophisticated. They've adopted some of those kinds of tactics that ISIS uses. So this is a group that still has strength and influence and power in that area, despite assurances by the Nigerian military that they are pushing them back. Finding a Chibok girl is highly significant, though, because if one schoolgirl has been found, it does give hope to parents that there may be others. But we know from our own reporting that the girls were split up into groups. Many have disappeared. Some, sadly, may well have died over the past 2 years, either killed in raids or died from natural causes or insect bites in the forest. This is a story that really, really has huge ramifications.
And again, does make the recovery of the schoolgirl all the more remarkable. I know as news becomes available, you'll have it for us. Debora Patta in South Africa, we appreciate the time.